What's up guys, Ryan here. Today I'm going to walk you through the passive income report for February 2019, which is the 23rd month of my passive income journey, almost marking the 2-year milestone. So during this month, I did $5,718.76 of Amazon FBA profit, $1,273.16 of Amazon merch royalties, $1,324.52 of dropshipped print on demand profit, and $134.20 of Google ad profits. So let's get to the breakdown for each of these passive income models. So Amazon FBA, I did 3,077 sales, generating $52,587.93 of revenue, of which I kept $5,718.76 as profit, which is a 9% profit margin, which is still a little bit low. I was liquidating some products. I definitely carried a little bit too much inventory in the end of 2018 leading into 2019. It still feels weird saying 2019. So I was having to liquidate, I'm not having to, but choosing to liquidate some of the extra inventory, which will always cut into your margins, even if other SKUs are doing really well and generating a nice profit margin. But also, let's just real quick do some simple math. 5,718 times 12. $68,616 annual income from Amazon FBA if I'm able to generate $5,718 of profit a month. So you could pretty much, I know I kind of downplay it. I try not to get too caught up in the numbers because my goal isn't to make $68,000 a year from Amazon FBA alone. My goal is to test different passive scalable business models and figure out what's going to take me to more of like an 8-figure, maybe not annual income, or at least not to start, but definitely 7-figure. I'm shooting for 7-figure annual incomes. That's why I don't get too excited about a nice number like that. It's great. Hard work, tons of hard work, tons of time, effort, blood, sweat, tears were required to get me here. But anyways, it's always good to put stuff in that kind of perspective, at least to me. So at this rate, $68,616 would be generated annually if I could do this every month. And this is not like a record month for me either. So, all right, let's look into the month. So I launched 2 new SKUs this month. They didn't go live, but I placed orders for 2 new SKUs. So I've been doing product research in January. I talked about that I want to launch new products this year in 2019. I ended up placing orders for 2 new ones. I do keep my products, my niches private, but I will say that the first one that went live, a little bit of a nightmare. I think after getting 14 sales, 3 of them were returned, which caused Amazon software to close the listing. If you've never had to deal with this, it's not the end of the world, but you do have to attempt to remedy it some way. So I should just do a separate post about this probably, because I ended up going in and at first I was like, well, I don't want to hurt my overall account, with $2,000 worth of inventory. So you could just take the L on that, literally just cut it loose. But I decided to give it a second chance. I updated my product listing. I updated the bullets with a bullet regarding there was protective film on a part of the product, like a glass part. It wasn't actually glass, I don't think. It was plastic, but see-through, transparent. And in order to protect it during transit, they had put a film on it. And I had reached out to the supplier, CC'd my man on the ground in China who helps me with sourcing, because he's always got my back. He didn't lead me to a cheap supplier that's trying to rip me off. He does his due diligence when he's helping me source. He gets samples and all that. We do video sharing. And actually, I think that's why I put a picture here of me. This was right when I got to China, so I was on no sleep. I look super tired in that picture, but it was awesome. That was Tiananmen Square. And anyways, I went to China, met up with him. I'd already been doing business with him for a year and a half. And he helped me source, he helps me source all my new products. But I was not happy with the quality of SKU number 1 of 2019. Updated my product listing, put pictures showing that you need to remove the protective film, because I guess it wasn't that intuitive, and I haven't had a very high return rate since. So fingers crossed that I can continue to sell this product and it'll hopefully grow into a nice, profitable product. But right now, it's, because it is live now. I ordered it back in February. I'm recording this in May. It's been live for a little over a month now. Doing okay, for a new product, it's doing just fine. You can't really tell for a while how it's going to be because I don't do like product launches with massive giveaways. There's just no need. You just run advertising through Amazon, run PPC, try to break even or, lose a little bit of money, which is nice because I've got these other SKUs that are profitable, offsetting any losses that I take when I'm advertising new SKUs. I'm not doing anything dramatic. I have competitive pricing. I always create a pristine product listing, although I'm not a fan of having to make these edits that I just talked about, telling people about the new, about removing the film. But it was necessary. So I updated the bullets and I updated one of the images with like a big yellow triangle saying like, hey, if you buy it, you're going to need to do this. Because I can't, the last thing I need is a return. Anyways, second SKU is doing really well. I'll leave it at that. I'll update you guys as it goes. But the second SKU, in a pretty competitive space, I had a little bit of regret after launching it because I was like, man, this is going to be competitive. But that's the name of the game, I guess. My product listing is, if it's not the best on Amazon, it's up there. So I can always like bank on that. I'm really good at making product listings. And if you want to learn how I do it, check out Ryan's Method Amazon FBA course, which I walk you through. I literally just like walk you through my exact process for everything. I've shared the course with some of my college students where I teach web development, so it's unrelated, but I always invite them to, if they're interested, just hit me up. I give them a free registration, and I've received good feedback. They said they literally are like, man, it's a lot of information though, because it's the most thorough course online for how to sell on Amazon. So if you're interested, check that out. I've been talking a long time about Amazon FBA. Here are my best-selling FBA SKUs. My number one bestseller generated $3,120 of profit. Number 2 generated $1,589. Number 3 generated $702. Now, $702 of profit in a month is not that much, but at the same time, it adds up. I always say this, it adds up. It's okay to make $700 a month of profit from a SKU. If you can get 10 of those, you've got $7,000 a month. And all of a sudden, you're cooking, right? All of a sudden, you're doing real well. So just think that way. You don't need the big winner. Also, I did a lot of product research recently outside of February 2019, so I shouldn't really be talking about it right now. But anyways, a lot of product research. Launching a SKU that has the potential to make like $500,000 a year profit in one of the most competitive spaces that I'll ever participate in. So I'll let you guys know how that goes too. Probably more in the March and April income reports. So anyways, brand registered on this primary brand where my top 2 earners are located in. And when I wrote this income report, I think I had 4 of the... So let me read this sentence. As of writing this, I have 4 of the top 5 organic spots on the primary traffic driving keywords for the niche. This is something that when I preach about Ryan's Method passive income, it's all related to e-commerce, but they are truly complementary. One of the lessons I learned from Amazon merch and I applied to Amazon FBA is that when you find something that's working, double down on it, triple down on it, quadruple down on it, keep launching more SKUs related to the hot niche. Because if you don't, someone else is going to, right? So suppress your competition. It's not that you're being greedy and that you want all the money for yourself, or maybe it is, but keep in mind also the chance of you getting jumped and losing the top spot is reduced by you owning the top spot and the second spot. Or in my case, I had 4 of the top 5 spots, which I just checked, because again, I'm recording this in May for the February 2019 report, but I just checked again. I have 2 of the top 5, 2 of the top 3. And then I guess the rest kind of fell out. Actually, no, I had 3 of the top 5. Now that I think about it, I had 3 of the top 5. But what I ended up doing, another little secret, if you will, although I don't know if this is that smart, I have a second brand in this niche. And that second brand does pretty well, but you have to have a separate trademark for it, which I have being filed right now. So, and again, you do want to be in brand registry because you're going to need to fend off the hijackers. So my primary brand is brand registered. My secondary brand, which is an umbrella brand. So I can sell this niche, but I can also pretty much sell globally, like any product. It's more global than my first brand. Anyways, yeah, I've been talking too long about this. Here's my campaign manager stats for February. Spent $3,042.89, generated 703 sales, or orders, I should say. The revenue generated was $15,506.01, and my average cost sale was 19.62%. Not bad. I mean, all my products pretty much have at least a 20% profit margin built in. The new ones, maybe not, because you always want to price them competitively. If you just launched a product on Amazon FBA and you're like charging as much as the leaders in your niche, I mean, use your head. Like, you're going to have to convince people to buy your new product that doesn't have any reviews. At the very least, price it competitively. All right, and that's it for Amazon FBA. On to Amazon merch. All right, Amazon merch. I had 263 sales, generating $5,686.63 of revenue. I kept $1,273.16 of royalties as profit, and my average royalty per sale was $4.84, which I should mention that if any of my shirts ever get a review, whether it's 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, or 5-star, I will bump it up to $19.99. If it's premium, I'll put it at $21.99. The reason for that is because having a review allows you to stand out in search results, and standing out in search results in print on demand, to me, if you ask me personally, I believe is the hardest thing. It's the hardest battle to win. If you can get clicked from search results and you're not like a terrible designer, or your listing isn't really bad, I feel like you'll get the sale. You know, like assuming that when they clicked you in search results, they could see that your thumbnail design was what they were looking for. So you just need to do everything you can to stand out in the search results. I talk about this on Amazon. It's a lot harder to do on Amazon than on Etsy. Etsy gives you a couple tools that you can use to, on command, stand out. So definitely, if you're not selling on Etsy, like, you know, check out some of my Etsy content. But anyways, yeah, so profit to date, $2,221.85. Last month in January, I got owned by returns from December because so many people bought shirts as gifts, and Amazon withheld people's earnings from December, anticipating that there's going to be a lot of returns in January, which there was. As a result, my profits in January were a little bit lower than normal because of the returns. But in February, you can see only 5 returns. By the way, my stats, if you're looking at this and thinking to yourself, like, how do I get stats like this on Amazon merch? Well, there is a Chrome extension called Pretty Merch Pro that you can check out by just clicking. Well, I always put a link right there in the description, but if you're on my website too, you can just click that right there. It is amazing. It's only $10 a month, and it does a lot of stuff for you, like auto relogging you in, giving you pop-up notifications of when you get sales, allowing you to drill down into the analytics and historical data really easily because Amazon's Analyze tab sucks. I've done a whole Pretty Merch review video and website post. If I remember to, I'll put a link in the video as well, actually, so it'll be up here in the corner. And so just to scroll through what was happening. So my account had about 3,900 products. I was in tier 8,000, but kind of guilty of not uploading as much as I should. That will change in the upcoming months when I start using Merch Titans automation, which allows me to basically automate the upload process. Check out my videos, but you know, I can upload while I'm recording these videos. Like, I'll be uploading Amazon merch products in the background, so it's a serious productivity hack. It's amazing. And again, there's another link in the description there. It's my favorite tool for print on demand, easily. My best-selling t-shirt for the month was I'm with Cap. Now, when I say my best-selling t-shirt, like if I go and I look at the statistics, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like I can see a list of, on my other monitor, I think about 14 products of my top 14 best selling. I can keep scrolling to see more, but I keep my niches private, so I apologize. I can't show you everything, but I had 6 products all themed as I'm with Cap. And the reason I'm revealing this niche is because it got trademarked, so I mean, I'm not making money off of it anymore, so I might as well tell you. Anyways, this was a combination of, again, finding a good niche, finding a hot trend that other people are advertising for me. And then all I have to do is go look at what people are buying and create a similar design. It's not stealing designs. I never say steal designs, but like if there's a certain design that people want because maybe the athlete is wearing that, then go create a similar design. That's not a pixel for pixel like thief thing at all. It's not stealing at all. It's like literally just saying, hey, look at the TV. Someone's wearing this and promoting a message that's, trending right now. Go to trademark USPTO database, search it. Oh, it's not trademarked. Okay, fair game. Upload a single test product to Amazon. Don't upload 12 at a time. Upload one. Make sure it hits processing, meaning it doesn't go to manual review. Because if you use the new beta uploader and you upload like 10 products at once and they all get rejected, guess what happens to your account? So always be safe. I call that my safe upload strategy. Be smart. But yeah, like 6 of my top 14 were all I'm with Cap because, like I always say, if you find something that works, guys, don't just upload one product. Like if you're in tier 10 and you find a hot niche, delete your other 9 spots, whatever you've got. If they're not selling, delete them. Upload 10 of the same design to 10 different products in the hot selling niche because they're way more likely to sell. And you already have data that your competitors may not have because you've received a sale. That's how you know it's a hot niche, because you're getting a sale or sales plural. So just think that way. Also, Merch Titans automation is one thing, but Merch Titans also has like research tools and trademark alerts. So when I received the notification that I'm with Cap had been trademarked, I thought to myself, oh, I should be better about using these trademark alerts on Merch Titans. And so, again, though, you can also copy paste. It's super easy. And if you're using the automation tool, you can copy your column out of your automation spreadsheet and just paste it into the trademark alerts. Could not be simpler, guys. So, Merch Titans, the research and product database and trademark alert tool is great. The automation tool you cannot live without. And I think that's pretty much it for Amazon merch. Let's go on to print on demand. All right, guys, dropship print on demand. I did 253 sales, generating $1,324.52 of profit. Of the 253 sales, 133 came through Amazon, 2 came through eBay, 84 came through Etsy, and 34 through Redbubble. So there was not too much to note about my dropshipped print-on-demand sales for the month of February. I don't really chase the big trends. It's just, to me, I'd rather chase evergreens. So when people think February, what do they think? They think Valentine's Day. And one of the guys I mentor, was just kind of like upset about not getting enough sales, but when he went to the drawing board to think of like what to design, which by the way, he's like twice the designer I am. He's a really good designer. I just dabble around with it. I'm not definitely not that great, but everything he did was Valentine's Day. So it didn't matter how good his designs were, how clever they were, whatever. It did not matter. You're just fighting such an uphill battle when you chase such broad keywords. Their algorithm, well, not even their algorithm, like the restrictions. Think about like Amazon when you search for a Valentine's Day t-shirt or Valentine's Day coffee mug. Think about Etsy. Even if they pack like 100 to 200 products on page 1 of search results by doing like small thumbnails and lots of columns and rows, there's going to be like tens of thousands of products targeting those, broad keywords of Valentine's Day. So what's the likelihood that you get in there? If we're being realistic, you're probably going to have to like pay to advertise, build some sales history, sales volume, prove that, to the platform that you can convert customers at a high rate. And maybe then you'll be rewarded with organic placement, towards the top. And if you get that, you make life-changing amounts of money. There's been case studies published before, like the one of the owners of Gear Bubble talks about how much money they made by having like one of the top Valentine's Day, it was Father's Day. It was either Valentine's Day or Father's Day mugs back in 2017. That's what actually got me in the door for Gear Bubble, was that case study. So not only did they make a bunch of money through product sales, but they also then sold courses about how they did it. And I signed up for the course. I didn't actually do anything in the course. The reason I signed up was because I negotiated free lifetime Gear Bubble integrations if I paid for the course, which they agreed to. So now I can use Gear Bubble to fulfill my e-commerce sales, even though I only really use them for mugs, because I think they have the most competitive pricing for coffee mugs out of all the print-on-demand fulfillment providers. Definitely have an edge over Printful. As much as I love Printful, Gear Bubble definitely is better for mugs, until Printful reduces their prices. Anyways, what else is there? Just a note, I guess. I was slacking on my uploads for print-on-demand in general because I'm busy working on these videos, these courses, still work 9 to 5, and then work a second job teaching. So it's when do I have time, right? I have a girlfriend, family, etc., friends. But at the very least, I will always make incremental progress on my business because my Amazon Seller Central account, I'm always pushing products to it as fulfilled by merchant throughout the day, all day. And they're available for sale forever. So about once every 45 minutes to an hour, I'll push a new, typically it's hats. I mean, I've talked about this before, but not a lot of people are selling embroidered hats online, and they're in pretty high demand. So I just take advantage of that. I look at what's selling, as usual, same formula. Look at what's selling. Don't try to be the big innovator unless you see it on TV or somewhere, someone else is advertising it for you and it's not trademarked, in which case go ahead. But otherwise, just be methodical. Look at what's selling, carve out a piece of the pie for yourself. That's really it. So even if I don't feel like I made progress on my print-on-demand business, at the very least, I'm also always at a computer all day pretty much. I just live at a computer, unless I'm out with my family, friends, girlfriend, whatever, or in traffic. Outside of then, though, I'm just always pushing products. I'm always at a computer. So I'm just making the most of the fact that I'm going to be sitting at a computer all day. It takes me 30 seconds to push a new product to Amazon through Printful. And then I just wait for the integration to complete creating the product listing. And that's literally it, guys. So if you haven't started your Seller Central account and connected it to Printful and started uploading products, please do that. My promoted listings analytics for Etsy. This is something new I've been doing in 2019, kind of comparing month over month. So my ad spend increased by $135 month over month from January to February, which is interesting. My revenue went up $455. My average advertising cost of sale fell to 31.5, which by the way is not really profitable. So that's a little too high. I'm pretty sure I cut it back immediately following this income report. So I'll report on that in the next in the upcoming income reports. My cost per click was 12 cents on average, even though my bids were 16 cents. That went up 1 penny month over month. And my click-through rate went up 0.24% to almost 1%, which is not bad. Considering that Etsy, if you've ever, just go perform a keyword search on Etsy and look at all the, they hide a lot of ad spots in their search results. It's not just, they're not just selling the first row of search results. That is for sale. But I think it's the first row and then the fifth row are advertising. So then there's only 3 rows of products in between that are organic. So of the first 20 products, 40% of them are paid placements on Etsy. On Redbubble, where I had 34 sales, my best-selling product was stickers. I'm using 125% profit margin, which, I mean, it still doesn't come out to a very high price point, so customers seem to just be just fine buying them at 125% profit margin. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it for print on demand, guys. So let's wrap this up. All right, guys, this has been a long income report. I apologize about that, but on Amazon FBA, again, I generated $5,718.76 of profit. Amazon Merch brought in $1,273.16 of royalties. Dropship Print on Demand brought in $1,324.52 of profit. And Google Ads from a website I built almost 10 years ago that I hardly ever touch or maintain brought in $134.20 of profit. Altogether, generating $8,450.64 of profit, which I love to do the math. 8,450.64 times 12. That's a 6-figure annual salary if you can do that every month. Keep in mind that the fourth quarter sales typically go up quite a bit, especially in print on demand. So, you can definitely live off of, even if you're not that impressed by these numbers, you can live off of this money pretty easily. And I'm excited that I was able to achieve this level of success in February 2019, which is almost a 2-year mark. Again, this was month 23. Anyways, guys, thank you for checking out this video. If you liked it, hit that like button. Please consider subscribing. Questions, comments, feedback, hit me up down below, and I'll see you at the next video.